There's a quiet truth that doesn't always announce itself loudly, but lingers in the background of many lived experiences. A truth about how power is seen, granted, and withheld. You can climb, you can achieve, you can gather wealth, polish your image, sharpen your mind until it cuts through any room you enter. And sometimes that will buy you proximity. Proximity to influence, to comfort, to spaces that once felt distant. It can even look like acceptance. But proximity is not the same as belonging. Because for many black and brown individuals, success becomes more than a personal milestone. It becomes a kind of currency, a way to soften perceptions, a way to negotiate entry. And so naturally, some invest not just in success itself, but in the appearance of it. The right clothes, the right circles, the right signals, anything that might tip the scale just enough to be let in. Yet even then, there's often an invisible ceiling. You can be the sharpest mind in the room, the most prepared, the most capable, and still find yourself answering to someone less qualified, not because of merit, but because of something far less tangible and far more entrenched. And that realization can be disorienting. It's not about embracing mediocrity, far from it. Excellence still matters, discipline still matters. But understanding the terrain matters just as much, because too often people pour everything into proving their worth, only to be valued selectively, called upon when convenient, overlooked when it counts. You begin to notice patterns in workplaces, in opportunities, even in how accountability is distributed, how some are swiftly judged while others seem to move through the same storms untouched, and slowly the illusion begins to fade. The goal then is not resignation, it's clarity. Because once you see the system for what it is, not what it promises to be, you stop chasing validation from it. You stop measuring your worth by its standards. And in that moment, something shifts. Not defeat, but a kind of peace. A grounded understanding that while the odds may not always be fair, your awareness of them is its own kind of power.